The Chicago Bulls are back, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? Welcome into the Bulls Report by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman, and the vibes are good here in the studio after the Bulls picked up their third straight victory last night by knocking down the Golden State Warriors. So I was thinking big picture here and for this season. Who are 5 names that the Bulls could bring in to help them on this playoff run? Because definitely this bench needs some help with the amount of injuries the Bulls have sustained so far. But let's go look at the Eastern Conference standings real quick and just set the scene on where the Bulls stand right now. So obviously they are slated into that 9 spot, 4 games back from Indiana for the A seed, which would be absolutely huge if somehow Chicago would somehow slide into that 8 spot, and then you have 2 chances to make the playoffs, because even if you would lose to the 7 seed in the play-in game, you would get the winner of the 9-10 at home. But right now, I mean, the Bulls, they're in a good spot. The Hawks are about 3 games back from the 10. I think if I had to call it right now, it's going to be Bulls-Hawks in the play-in, and then the Bulls will be taking on the Pacers to get that final A seed. But over the last 3 games on this West Coast trip, Bulls have been great. They had that big-time comeback victory against the Kings on March 4th where they won 113 to 109. Handled the Jazz pretty easily, 119 to 117. Score looks a little different than what the game actually played out as. And then last night against the Warriors, they were fantastic. And I want to start off with talking about DeMar DeRozan last night, because a little moment where it's like where Patrick was wrong here. I said on the channel multiple times, I want Kobe White closing these games. I want him running the pick and rolls. And I still sort of think that. But DeMar DeRozan over the past couple of games has been an absolute closer here for Chicago. One of the best fourth quarter players this season in the NBA. Actually is 3rd in all clutch points scored in the entire league. He has been great, been incredibly efficient. I mean, 33, 8, and 4 on 58% from the deck, 50% from downtown. Got to give it up for DeMar. But this guy right here, Nikola Vucevic, man, you know, he does drive me crazy sometimes, no doubt. But when he is locked in like he was last night, he is pretty unguardable. And, you know, he had the pick and pop game going, whether it's in the mid-range or obviously stepping out and knocking down the 3 ball. But the part I loved most about Vucevic's game last night was when he was coming off the pick and roll, he would get the ball at kind of that free throw line area, and he was dishing it out to open shooters like Ayo Dosunmu, hence why he did have 5 assists. Now the Kobe White here. I thought last night he was fantastic as well. I like when Kobe White, you know, he just lets the game come to him. And, you know, he was coming off 2 games where he had back-to-back 30-point games. And I thought, again, he was going to try to go blow it up in Golden State, but he saw Vooch. He saw DeMar playing very well. He gets kind of played third fiddle last night, so a pretty efficient night as well. But Ayo Dosunmu, do want to give a huge shout-out to him because he was playing great defense down the stretch of that game on Klay Thompson, on Steph Curry, really chasing them around and just getting physical with them. That's what I like about Ayo. I mean, he comes in at 6'5", has almost a 7-foot wingspan, can get up, pick dudes up full court like he was last night. Every single time I watch this guy play, I'm just like, the Bulls got him on a steal of a contract, and same with, obviously, you know, Kobe White. But I do want to give a shout-out to O.B. or Nurop Bidum. He was playing great last night. Stat sheet isn't going to blow you away, but he knocked down a big-time 3 at the end of the third quarter, and he just plays hard. Obviously, he does get beat on defense a good amount, but he's always flying around. I feel like he makes the right rotations, whether it's, you know, making, you know, the extra pass on offense or, you know, making that extra rotation on defense. I thought he was, you know, really impressed me so far for a rookie out of Turkey. But this is more of a shout-out to Alex Caruso here. Caruso put Steph Curry in a chamber last night. Just, you know, in terms of if I had to pick toughest matchups in the league for Steph Curry, I'd probably put, you know, Caruso up there just because of his size. He can get physical with them, and Caruso never gets tired on the basketball courts. One of the best in-shape players in the league, but he held Curry to 5 of 18 and 3 of 12 from downtown. Well, let's keep the I almost said good vibes going. Good vibes going here on the channel. Show the Bulls some love down in the comment section. Give me a C red down there. 3-game win streak. Got the Clippers on Saturday. See if we can make it 4. So give me a C red down below in the comment section. Let's dive into it. 5 free agent targets for the Chicago Bulls, and we're starting off with the first one, Marcus Morris Sr., and he's coming in at 34 years old. And this is an interesting one because, you know, listen, after the Patrick Williams injury, the Bulls definitely had a big-time need at that small forward spot. I thought Torrey Craig last night, kind of filling in for that when the Bulls do play a true 3, did all right, but I think Marcus Morris would be a great option. He's hit big-time shots in the playoffs, kind of still that 3-and-D mold. Obviously not the same defender that he once was, but I think he would be a great choice coming off the bench. Played in a lot of games in his career and big-time games as well, so I think he would be a very good choice for Chicago. But this is a fun one here. Again, extremely unlikely. I want to say that first off. I do not see DeMarcus Cousins signing with any NBA team this season, but maybe he wants to come play some kind of big four for Chicago. I do think the Bulls, you got Vooch, you got Drummond, but still there is a lack of a true four at that spot. And I think Cousins is, in this stage of his career, I think he would honestly excel at that because you think back to, DeMarcus Cousins with the Sacramento Kings. He's nowhere near that same guy where he was able to score at all three levels. He had really underrated handle as a big fella. I really thought DeMarcus Cousins was one of the, more fun basketball players to watch just because of his combination of size and his, athleticism and skill. But, have him be a four off the bench, I'd give Boogie Cousins a chance on my team any day of the week. But I got more names coming to you guys here in a second, but I do want to tell you guys about Factor. If you guys head to factormeals.com/BullsChat50 and use promo code BullsChat50, you will get 50% off. What is Factor? They're 2-minute meals that are restaurant quality and are ready to heat and eat wherever you are. Pancakes, smoothies, and more. Discover a wide variety of easy options for the entire day like breakfast, midday bites, and more. No prep, no stress meals. Factor meals are ready to heat and eat, so there's no prepping, cooking, or cleanup needed. Flexible for your schedule. Get as much or as little as you need by choosing your meals every week. Plus, you can pause or reschedule your deliveries at any time. Sign up and save. We've done the math. Factor is less expensive than takeout, and every meal is dietitian approved to be nutritious and delicious. Head to factormeals.com/BullsChat50 and use code BullsChat50 to get 50% off. That's BullsChat50 at factormeals.com/BullsChat50 to get 50% off. Now, this is a fun one, and this is one that I had in mind for thinking more for the future for Chicago. That's Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox is currently unsigned right now, and, widely known as one of the more recent busts in NBA history, but I'll tell you what, and maybe this is me still wishfully thinking he'll turn out to what I thought he was going to be coming out of college, because I was a big fan of his game. Like 6'7", 215 pounds, really long arms, ability to put the ball on the deck, and could be a three-level scorer, and I love the way he got to the rim as well. I think the Bulls could bring him in, play him this season for about 8 to 10 minutes a night, but just have him in their organization and continuously develop him. Hey, Patrick Williams, those athletic wings, you guys know I love those types of players. Maybe he could be the future at the wing spot for Chicago. But one that would help them this year is Joe Harris, a true shooter. And the Bulls, they have guys who can obviously shoot the basketball, but they have nobody who can shoot the ball like Joe Harris, where they are hunting out their three-point shot. And, the Bulls got guys like Ayo Dosunmu, where if the ball's in rotation, he can step in and knock down an open three. Obviously, you know what Kobe White can do from downtown, but Joe Harris would be a guy where it's like you're running pin-down screens for him. He's coming off curls looking for his jump shot, or even just to be a guy in the corner where he can just catch and shoot, full of the offense, knock down an open shot. I think it'd be a great choice. Played in some big-time basketball in the playoffs when he was with the Brooklyn Nets in a couple big playoff series against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'd bring him in, got off the bench, played 10 minutes, 100%. Give me Joe Harris on the Bulls. Now, this is, maybe I'll be a little biased here, but it is actually Kaiser Gates, the 6'7" forward from Xavier University, and I actually did go to Xavier for college, so I'm a little biased here, but I love Kaiser Gates, man. He, again, is this prototypical 6'7", really long arms, really physical at the point of attack, can get to the rim, and has three-point shooting ability. And right now in the G League this past season, 12 points a game, 6.2 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and pretty solid efficiency from downtown, shooting 39%. But overall, if the Bulls are going to bring in any type of player, I want it to be this 3-and-D mold, get some more size at that forward position for Chicago because, they have guards. They have two great bigs in Drum and Vooch. Get somebody at that small forward spot or that power forward spot. I think would really help this team down the stretch here. But I just gave you guys 5 names. You just got to get me one. Who do you guys want the Chicago Bulls to sign with the remaining roster spot? Just name one name down there. Could be one of the 5 I named, or if you got another one, let me know as well. And if they sign any of those guys, we will be making a video here on the channel. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Lock us in as your go-to Bulls YouTube channel. See you guys next time. Go Bulls.